What up, y'all? It's Real Estate Rob here, your favorite former indie wrestler, ex-police officer, and now real estate wrangler, helping folks buy and sell homes all across the great state of North Carolina. So if you're thinking about moving here, or maybe you're already packing boxes, there are 10 things that catch almost every home buyer off guard when they move here to the Tar Heel State. Stick around because the last one will have you second guessing your GPS. Let's talk. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and jump into this because I know most of you have the attention span of a squirrel. You know you do. So, in no particular order, we're going to start with number 10, rural areas. Now, listen, if you're moving to Raleigh, Charlotte, or Durham, you better believe rural life is always just around the corner. Drive 15 minutes in any direction, and you'll hit a cornfield, a pasture, or someone selling boiled peanuts off their tailgate, or watermelons or fruit, whatever they can sell. A lot of folks are surprised just how spread out we actually are here. So if you're coming from a big city, if you're craving city life with walkability, better make sure your neighborhood actually has sidewalks. Number 9, North Carolina ain't the Midwest, y'all. So we don't need basements. But why don't we need basements? Our high water tables and red clay soil mean most homes don't have basements. It's just the way it is. Instead, you'll see a crawl space or slab foundations. You won't be storing your Christmas tree decorations underground unless you count your cousin's storm cellar in Boone, North Carolina. Number 8 is property taxes, and this is the good news. In North Carolina, they're lower than the national average. We're talking around like 0.77% of assessed value. Compare that to Jersey or Illinois, and you'll feel like you just got a raise. With that said, tax rates do vary by county, and some areas tack on extra for schools and certain services. So keep that in mind when you're budgeting your forever home. All right, so I'll just let the flashcards show you which number it is. But buckle up, North Carolina. We've got something called the due diligence fee. It's a non-refundable payment made to the seller up front when you go under contract. It's like putting a ring on the deal, but if you back out, that money's gone, friend. You also still put down earnest money like any other state, but this due diligence fee, that's just our special way of saying, don't waste the seller's time. Whether you're buying a starter home or a $900,000 custom build, HOAs are as common as sweet tea here in North Carolina. They'll tell you what color your shutters can be, how often your grass should be trimmed, and God forbid you put up a basketball hoop without permission. Oof. So if you're dreaming of going full rebel with your landscaping, you better double check those covenants. No, matter of fact, triple check those covenants. They can be a headache. Yep, many homes, especially outside city limits, are still on septic systems. That means no city sewer, just you, a big old tank, stinky tank, and regular pump outs every 3 to 5 years. Pro tip, always get the septic system inspected. Trust me, you don't want surprise backyard flooding when Aunt Linda's in town. All right, so this one right here is super, super rare. I myself haven't encountered it, but in certain rural areas, I've heard there's still some quirky blue laws hanging on, like limited liquor sales on Sundays, and in a couple places, gas stations that don't pump gas till after church is out. It ain't everywhere, but don't say I didn't warn you. Welcome to 4 seasons and a sprinkle of chaos. On the coast, you'll get hurricanes, and I guess if you live in the mountains now, I don't know how that happened. I'm not saying I'm a conspiracy theorist, but yeah. Also, in the Piedmont, you'll see tornado watches and warnings. In the mountains, maybe a snowstorm or two, an occasional hurricane. But snow anywhere else, we shut down everything for a half inch. I'm talking schools, government, the mail, gone. Hope you like bread and milk, because the grocery shelves sure do. In some states, school districts vary block by block, but not in North Carolina. Many public schools are run by county-wide systems, so the lines are less confusing. Still, not all schools are created equal, so definitely check those ratings before you go signing on the dotted line. Here we go, and finally, mailboxes. So you'd think every house would have one by the curb, right? Wrong. Newer subdivisions often have cluster box units down the road. So if you're expecting daily love letters or Amazon packages, you might need to walk a little, or a lot, depending on where you're at. On the bright side, it's free cardio. So there you have it. 10 things that surprise almost every homebuyer moving to North Carolina. If you're thinking about buying, selling, or just want someone to translate all this southern real estate lingo, holla at your boy. I'm Real Estate Rob, and whether you're crawling under a crawl space or trying to decode HOA bylaws, I've got your back. So go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, and drop your questions in the comments. I'll answer faster than a mosquito at a barbecue. Alright guys, thank you for joining me today. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me. Truly grateful. So in the last video I made, you may definitely have to deal with some HOAs, because it was a video about the most expensive neighborhoods in Cary, North Carolina. And you should watch that video because it's coming up next.